Hey guys, welcome to Cryptalina channel, and today I will show you again what is happening on the Bitcoin chart price right now. If you want to know what trades I will open, then watch this video till the end. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and my Telegram group, so let's get started. So today I will show you a signal that can tell us with certainty that we are ending a bear market. I will also show you a lot of different metrics that you can use to open your future trades. If you want to know what trades I open, which trades you should open, and where the price of Bitcoin will go in the near future, then be sure to watch this video till the end. So we are moving to the daily time frame. Here from November 10, a huge trend line was formed from the previous top, which coincides with each new top that we formed. And this is a logarithmic graph. Please note this. And the first top was formed on November 8. The second was formed on March 27, 29. And we went down. Right now, we are approaching our trend line and breaking through it. So look. We have broken the trend line and we will retest it from above. This is very good signal. This trend line is very strong. It formed a long time ago, and every time we approached it, we fell. So here we fell by 50%, the next time by 60%, and that is on average by 50%, and now we have broken through this trend line again. In fact, such formations are not new for Bitcoin because something similar was already in 2019. We also had a trend line formed here, and after that, on April 3, 2019, we broke through the trend line, made a large volumetric movement, and drew a large candlestick as we draw it right now. So here you can see it breaks through the trend line on volumes and gives us the prospect to go higher. So the last time we broke this trend line, we made a 193% move. Of course, this is not 2019. In the current conditions, we will not make such a movement, but at least we can expect a movement of 50-60%. This is $40,000. And the last time we broke this trend line, then 193% move happened within 83 days, and within 2 or 3 months we can expect that by the summer, maybe even by the April, and the price of Bitcoin could be in the region of $40,000, a very realistic target that can be expected. Also, traders, it's very important that we broke the MA 200 indicator. In 2019, we also broke the MA 200 indicator and went higher and then broke the trend line. And look how fast we are growing. We don't even retest this trend line. The same thing could happen now. The next time we retested something important, it was the MA 200 indicator, and it was 176 days after the peak, which we could take and earn 176% on this move. So right now we can do something similar and take 50-60% of that move and then retest the 200 MA, which will be around $25,000. But this will happen after the peak. Approximately such movement I expect within 3 months. Let's look at one interesting formation on the Bitcoin daily chart. Since September 19, we have formed an upward channel in which we traded up and down. And this is daily chart. Volatile movements are not particularly visible here. So if you put a 4-hour time frame or an 1 hour time frame, the movements will be volatile. So it will be possible to trade long and short within this channel. Then, on November 8th, we break down and trade lower below the trend line and then re-enter that channel. So what am I expecting here? Why am I showing you this channel? We have the $25,000 level here and about $23,300. We have come close to this value. This is an important level that needs to be broken through and traded. So we grew here according to the classic version. When Bitcoin makes big and strong movements after a long fall, it looks like bullish flags. You can also imagine this movement in the form of upward channels, but sharper with a large angle, which break up. So right now we have reached the upper limit. Here we can do the same, draw the formation again with the high angle and break it up. It will all be inside this range until we got above $25,000. So with such steps we will continue to grow. We made an upward movement, we made a step, again an upward movement, and so on. So until we reach $25,000, we can then set up to $27,000, which will be the upper limit of the large range. After that, we can make a correction for this movement in the short term, where and how to enter positions right now. So I think that it would not be wise to go long now. This is very risky because it's not clear where to put the stop loss. And here we see a kind of bullish flag. Somehow we can define it. This is not the classic bull flag structure because such a flag occurs with a rising high and a rising low. So like this, and then we go up. It's still a slightly different structure, but nevertheless, if we imagine that this is something similar to a bull flag, then the immediate target for this flag is $25,000. If you are a short-term trader, you can try to open on the breakout of this bullish flag. Again, this is quite risky. Take a long position on the retest. Stop loss at about 23,480. It should be very short and take profit at about 25,800. This is the target of the breakout. The purpose of breaking down is to retest this zone. So from it, I would consider a long position. It would be more logical to make a long entry around here, but if we are not given a retest of this zone, then we go long on the breakout. If there is no breakdown, then we enter the position specifically from this range. So look, we broke through this range on the 4-hour time frame, which was important to break through. It's also important for us to retest this range from above in order to gain a foothold and go higher with a 100% probability to continue our organic growth. Again, if we grow properly. If we grow incorrectly, improperly, then we exit our current positions and exit by $30,000. And if we grow according to the rules, then we retest this zone and set stops around here under $20,000. So you can set stops higher, but there will be risks about getting squeezed. It's dangerous enough, and the safest solution is $20,122, perhaps even $19,900 under the lower limit of this range, which was formed back in October or in November. And from there, to gain a long position, yes, this will be a fairly large stop and a high risk ratio. This is a long position that will look like this, and the risk reward will be approximately 7 points. So that's enough. The maximum amount of interest from this long position is 41%. With 10 leverage, this is 400%, which you can pick up on the BYBIT cryptocurrency exchange. So as you remember, I have a long open on BYBIT, which is now in huge profit. So if you want to open the same trades as I did, you should definitely register on BYBIT using my link, which will be in the description or in the first pinned comment. I will remind you once again that right now you can claim your personal 30,000 bonus on BYBIT. All you have to do is make a registration and make your first deposit. If BYBIT is not available in your country, then you have a good alternative. This is BitGet. It's available for all users, and right now they have a New Year competition. You can spin the wheel and win a Tesla, win one Bitcoin, an iPhone, and much more. So follow the link in the description. Let's move on to the next chart, again the Fibonacci grid, where can one enter a long position as completely as possible if we are given these values. So someday it will definitely be given, but where is the best place to do it? The first target is $20,000, which is the 0.5 level, and the 0.618 level is $19,423. Here it is best to open a long position, a swing long position, so it means that it's a long-term long position for several months or weeks. If it gives, then it's better to go long, but I remind you that this is not a financial recommendation. Stop loss is set at $18,000, possibly even lower. The first target, even if we take our stop loss at $18,000, is 30%, and if we reach the second goal, this is already 57%, and the big profit that Bitcoin can give us in the near future. So let's see, so far we are moving towards our first goal on this grid, and our grid also needs to be redrawn, put it higher, and also need to enter the position a little higher. So these are $20,300 and $19,611. If these values are given, goals in the future are getting higher. $26,900, and the second target is $32,912. The target is a maximum of $38,860, super upper limit of the range. If we live for $30,000, it's quite realistic that we can grow to $40,000 in a 2 or 3 months perspective, and within 100 days, this is what the setups look like if you're guided by Fibonacci. Stop for the first level and the first target we have 26,963 and 32,912. I would consider long-term loan for about 2 weeks, a couple of months, something like that, if we don't grow from the current values and go higher. But if we grow from the current values and go higher, then use setups for short time frames to break through bullish flags. So the goals for them have already been set. And also traders, let's look at our on-chain metric. This is picture of liquidations. A huge layer of liquidations is below $20,700. What we can collect by making a small correction. Just this will coincide with our Fibonacci grid. Above there are huge layers of $29,000, and we can go there in the next few weeks and collect this liquidity. So $40,000, also huge strata, which we are likely to come to. We can also collect liquidity and take away these stops and short positions. We will deviate from these short-term going below $20,700 on these metrics, and then go into $29,000 and $38,000 in a 100-day perspective. So also look at the interesting OBV signal, which is calculated by smoothing moving average. This indicator tells us that right now we are somewhere at the bottom and Bitcoin is ready to turn around. It was in 2019, it showed us a bullish histogram, then in 2020 a bullish histogram. We were ready to go up to $60,000, and right now it's showing the same thing. So right now we can move into a bull market stage and make a bull rally, as I showed you today in the 2019 formation. So make a move to 180% and go test the lower bounds. Here is the same thing. We make a movement by 70, 80 or 60%, and after that test the lower ranges, as we already did. So we can do it. So we follow what is happening with Bitcoin. It's also very important to see what will happen on Tuesday. If you don't know what I mean, then watch my previous video where I